KJ family, rocking with Kristen and Jamil. And we're back, you guys, for another mukbang.
Woo!
But not just any mukbang.
What?
Today, you guys, we have a very, very special mukbang. We have an amazing guest. You may or may not know him. ZaddyChunkChunk is in the building.
It's your boy ZCC in the building. Hey.
Yes, you guys, we have ZaddyChunkChunk today as our guest.
Yes.
Most of you know who he is, but if you don't know who he is a amazing top of the top mukbanger. I was gonna say famous. I don't know.
We're here. I wish I was up there. But yeah, my name's ZaddyChunkChunk. I do mukbangs just like them. Been doing it since 2018.
Yeah.
Now,
that's crazy.
Well, we're very happy to have you on our
very happy to be on it.
Exactly. So most of you guys know exactly who he is, but for those of you who don't, he just recently moved out to Vegas.
Yes.
So we've been, chilling with him, kicking with him and stuff like that. And today we're doing officially our first mukbang together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, man.
I'm really excited. And for the first mukbang, we're doing a meal that you guys introduced me to.
Yes, we did. We are doing Hawaiian food. Dalvin had never had it before. And his favorite now is Loco Moco, which is a staple of Hawaiian barbecue, you guys. It's really, really good. So let's dive in.
Let's do it.
I'm really excited. Do you mind if I get a prayer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Let's do it.
Father God, I want to thank you for this food they're about to receive in our body. And I ask that you do please bless this food. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Let's eat.
All right.
Dig in.
Cool.
I love me some Loco Moco.
And we got a sunny side up, too. Is that,
okay.
Is that
yeah. No. Well, the thing is, I had it the first time, actually, when I ordered it from Ohana, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was, huh? And that was...
I feel like it doesn't add much flavor to it. It just all goes together for real.
It kind of just goes together.
It does go together.
It really does.
The rice, the gravy, the meat.
Oh, I love me some gravy. I think what it was, because I'm a fan of Salisbury steak, and I feel like this tastes like a Salisbury steak. I'm a fan of brown rice and gravy. White rice and brown. White rice and gravy.
It's like the comfort food.
It really is. I feel like it's one of those things, too, like, if you don't do a lot of Hawaiian food, you don't really know much about it. Like kind of that's what you were saying, because you're used, what you know about Hawaiian food, you've seen a lot of like pineapple stuff and things like that. Yeah, most people don't know about Loco Moco.
Yeah,
I feel like
my idea of Hawaiian food is like just pineapple with the meat in it. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm not a sweet and savory kind of guy.
Got you. Yeah.
You're not into the pineapple with the meat.
No.
Yeah.
No pineapple on pizza. Do you guys do that?
We do.
I do.
Kristen loves it.
I love it. It's good. I didn't always like it, but my BFF, she loves pineapple on pizza, so we always used to get it, and I got used to it. So it's very good.
Have you ever tried it on pizza?
I have. It's nasty.
Okay, hold on. No, but hold on. You need the pineapple with like bacon on the pizza, and then and then hot sauce.
No. Yes, she tried to reel me in with hot sauce.
It's the hot sauce.
I just don't see it. Pineapples and hot sauce just sounds crazy to me.
I think too, like, I do gotta say, I think you got to get used to it a little bit. Like, I feel like I was forced into it because when I was living in Oakland, in California, and I moved over to Marin, where I met Kristen and everything, and everybody there ate pineapple on pizza. Like, I had never really heard of that.
Yeah.
And they ate it, and I think, even today, I'm not like a massive fan of it, but I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Like, I can do it with certain pizzas, you know what I mean? Like, I like barbecue chicken and pineapple on it. It's actually not too bad.
When it comes to my pizzas, I like my pizzas pretty basic. I don't like no extra, no barbecue, no anything different on it, or like specialty pizzas. Mostly just meat lovers, pepperoni, sausage.
Gotcha.
You don't like barbecue chicken pizza? Oh man.
Man, you're missing out.
I like the opposite. What he likes. Yeah.
I'm really not a huge pizza fan.
Yeah. Yeah, you like Chicago style.
Yeah,
which
I need a lot of sauce.
A lot of sauce, right? So you'll do a lot of sauce, and I think you mentioned like not a lot of cheese necessarily. Got you. So you would probably like, I feel like you would like more Sicilian style. Because Sicilian style has a lot of bread and a lot of sauce, and some places they don't put a lot of cheese on it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something.
I forgot
you definitely wanna
sriracha.
try. Oh, I got some right here for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We're prepared.
You're the best.
I got you.
I need sriracha with this. Thank you.
Sriracha right there coming up.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, no problem. So, you guys, what we wanted to do Obviously, wanted to get in and eat a little bit and stuff like that. But we wanted to get you guys a little more familiar with ZaddyChunkChunk, Dalvin, however you address them. We wanted to get you guys ZCC, exactly. We wanted to just ask some questions and stuff like that, so you guys get to know them a little bit more too. How do you feel about doing that? You feel like answering some questions?
Oh yeah, I definitely want the K&J fam to get to know me.
Right.
My first time being introduced to them, because I've been a fan. I'm part of the K&J fam. I've been a fan for a while too, so I'm excited to meet the other people that I'm a part of the K&J fam with.
We appreciate that so much.
We definitely appreciate that.
And again, I think most people do know you, but some don't. And even if they do know you, I think we have some pretty good questions here, you know?
Exactly.
So we'll...
Should we start with that first one?
We'll dive in. Yeah. Okay, here we go. If you weren't doing mukbangs, what would you be doing as your primary job?
So, one thing I was always into was sales. Love selling, been in sales my whole life, and whenever I was working in sales, I was always the top of the top. I'm a very competitive person, as you guys know. Like, I play a lot of games with them, and like I said, we be kicking it off camera, so they know me. They know me now. But very competitive person, so I like to. And I love sales. I just love every aspect of it. I love convincing people on why they need this product.
Gotcha.
So I believe something in there. But honestly, I'm a person. I believe I'm a chameleon. I just really believe it's wherever the money's at, I'm gonna go. Like for example, when it came to YouTube, my mom introduced me to it because my mom was the one who started. For the people who don't know, my mom is B Loves Life. So my mom started YouTube, and I remember one Christmas, it was in 2017 or 2016 Christmas. She was like, I just want a whole bunch of cooking supplies. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So we bought all her that for Christmas. And then mind you, I'm living an hour and a half away during this time. And she was doing her cooking videos. And then when I used to come visit, I used to come on her channel when she started doing mukbangs.
Oh yeah.
So pretty much the story with her, she did a seafood bowl mukbang for a person that passed, like a tribute. It blew up, and then she started to do mukbangs. At first she was a cooking channel. And so yeah, I used to do collabs with her on her channel. I knew nothing about what was going on and stuff of that sort. And then eventually people started saying, hey, you should make your own channel. So my mom blessed me with the platform, and pretty much the whole reason for the story is, if I'm giving lemons, I'm gonna make lemonade with it.
Got you. Which is smart. I feel like a lot of people don't capitalize like that, you know? Like sometimes you're given opportunities, and it's one of those things where it's like, yes, maybe you have another direction of something you want to go, but when an opportunity pops up, you got to take advantage of it. And I mean, look at what's happened since then. Your channel's grown, like you know what I mean. You have a lot of success with it and stuff. So
you're doing great.
I think it's one of those things where that was a great idea to do that. You know. I do want to say something though, dude. I can see you as a salesperson. Like hands down.
I love sales,
and it's funny you say that you're number one, because I'm like I could see that 100%. Because a lot of people aren't really they're not passionate about it or whatever like that. But how you talk and how you like are very calming and stuff like that, and engaging with people, interacting. I'm like, dude, that's sales right there. That's 100%.
You're very like charismatic in how you speak. And convincing. You know? I was actually gonna ask. If you don't mind sharing, what kind of like sales jobs in the past did you do that was in that field?
Well, I was doing working for AT&T business to business, so meaning I was selling to Fortune 500 companies. That I'm not one of those people that's making it sound. I don't know if you guys seen this meme, but it was big. Like I forgot what he said, but he pretty much just made DoorDash sound so extravagant. But he made it sound. He's like, I forgot what he said though. But it was a meme. But I was doing business sales to Fortune 500, so I'll call try to call pretty much whoever's in charge of the. Well, I would call the bosses if it was like a smaller business, but and I'm just selling like 300, 400 lines at a time, you know.
Wow.
So my biggest sell was 700 lines.
What?
Wow.
So you were dealing with corporations.
Yeah.
You weren't just dealing with individual people and things like that.
It would be like, I feel like we work with small company too, but even the small companies were at least about 20 to 30 people on their roster. So we're selling 20, 30 phones at one time. But that's what we're doing, and that was my last sales job. I was working for Oral-B. I really didn't like that one. Procter & Gamble.
Is Oral-B the
toothbrushes?
Okay.
And but the thing is, I was selling it to dentist offices.
So you go to the dentist office?
Well, I didn't go there. It was over the phone and stuff of that sort.
Got you.
And same with the business to business. It was all over the phone as well.
Gotcha.
And then, but my first job that I got into was with my sales is well, actually, I was working at Finish Line when I was a kid and stuff of that sort. But Dish Network was my first like desk job, and selling Dish Network TV services, and that's when the adrenaline came, just working in sales and being in like more, because that was more my official job. Like I said, I did Finish Line and stuff of that sort. So being in the call center and just like getting on the phone and closing it, like one thing I do love is The Wolf of Wall Street. I like that mindset, like that. Yeah,
that's one of our favorite movies.
That's one of it is. We watched that many times.
Yeah,
dude. So you had a lot of sales jobs.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I feel like you are Wolf of Wall Street as far as how far you would go with sales.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you would kill it really well because, like I said, you're very charismatic. You know what you're talking about. You listen, which is interesting because a lot of people that do sales, they want to talk over, and that's the biggest thing. You got to listen to people. Yeah. I feel like you're really good at that naturally. You kind of have that, you know. So that's dope, dude.
Thing is with me is once I learn the product, I know I can sell it to anybody. All I just have to do is know the product.
Got you.
And like for people who like ask me like, how do you do them? You just gotta get passionate about the product, know the product, learn the product, and then be a people's person.
That's true.
You
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Because when you know the product in and out, you come in with a certain kind of confidence that's different versus if you kind of know it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
That makes sense.
And that's the reason why I know so much about cell phones and why I'm so into cell phones and stuff of that sort. Because I was, I'm very. That's what got me into tech and stuff of that sort. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, I love sales though.
I love that. That's awesome.
Dude, I had no idea, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's dope, man. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, we got more questions for you, though. More questions.
I'm just learning so much already. That's super cool. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a good one. If you won $5 million tomorrow, what are the first 3 things you would do with the money?
First 3 things. $5 million, taking $2 million, putting it off to the side.
Oh man, you already know. Most people are like, I'm spending it, I'm blowing it, I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
$2 million off to the side.
Okay.
And then I'll put an extra $100K.
Okay.
Probably, I don't know if I'll do it in cash or some of that stuff, but I gotta hide that. That's like really rainy day funds. Like that $2 million's gone, the other $3 million's gone, the extra $100K in cash. Like, or even if banks like crash or anything, I got $100K like stashed in a safe or something like that.
Ready to go. Got you.
And then I'm having a ball. I probably would be looking into houses.
Okay.
Buying a house.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's either going to be my house or, I think I want to buy my house first, then before I buy a property to try to flip.
Got you.
And then I'll say a house and a car.
A house and a car.
Yeah, I'm really big on cars. Like I have nice cars, but I just love cars. I just love.
What's your next like big car you really want to buy?
Yeah.
Well, big car. Well, like one car I really want is a Cybertruck. I thought I was wearing it. I haven't.
That's right.
I wore a shirt with a Cybertruck, but I really do want the Cybertruck. But if that my next car on my list that I think I'm going to get is the Cadillac Lyric. So it's their first electric car, and it's a SUV kind of style car. So I think that's the next one on my list, or the 2024 Mercedes E-Class. They really snapped with this one. It's really nice. So either one of those two.
I like that. You have to show me what the Cadillac Lyric looks like. Yeah. Very cool.
Another question too. Now you mentioned buying a house, right? Now you've lived in Houston, you live in Vegas now.
Yeah.
Where would you buy the house?
That's a tough question.
Because Vegas, they can the economy. They need to be built up a little bit.
I do love it. So the reason why I moved out here is because I had a passion for this city. I saw the potential of this city, and it's one of those cities like you have two people. There's people who hate it and people who love it for real.
100%. It's either one or the other. I agree.
That is a really interesting thing, but you're right.
And right now, because I'm still new. I've been here for like a month and a half, coming into.
Yeah, I guess so. Very cool.
So only thing that's really the only negative I have living here is a new negative I occurred was this heat. Like, obviously, I knew it was going to be hot.
Oh, the heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heat. Oh, yeah.
But it's extremely hot here.
Yeah. But you moved in the hottest
Yeah,
time.
and then plus it's not even like one thing I used to do back in Houston a lot is go for walks. Like this is not really even going for walk weather.
It's not. It's not.
Was Houston going for walk weather though?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
But also another thing I wanted to say too though is this summer has just been really hot just in general for the whole world.
It has been everywhere.
Because I've been seeing Houston weather still being in the hundreds, and I wasn't experiencing hundreds when not that I recall living in Houston.
That's interesting.
So
so you think everywhere, even here, it's just been hot?
Yeah, I think it's just a hot summer this summer.
Well,
Got you.
it's gonna cool off, and it's gonna be a breeze for you.
That's the crazy thing. I do have to say, like, because we've now been here for about a year and a half almost, and we've experienced both, summer and winter, fall. I think 2 times so far. Yeah, fall twice. And it's funny, during the fall, you forget all about the summer. You really do. It's so cold, and it's not even like I can't obviously we don't have snow out here. You know what I mean? So I can't talk about how cold it is.
Yeah.
Being terribly cold, but it's still very cold at like 40 and 50 degrees. Out here, it just feels really cold. So
you got some white stuff on
Oh, yeah,
I do? Oh, right
yeah.
on. My bad. My bad. Did I get it? Okay, cool.
You got it.
So yeah, what will probably happen is during the summer or during the winter, you're gonna forget all about the heat. You know what I mean? You'll be thinking just about the cold. So it's kind of how it works,
And
yeah.
well, one thing I noticed too, because before I moved to Vegas, I was watching the news a lot for Vegas, and one thing you guys will learn about me eventually is I like to do a lot of research on things before. I get into it.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
He knows more about Vegas than we did. No joke, guys. He was telling us about stuff. We were like, what is that?
He's like, have you been here, here, and here? We're like, no.
And that's before he came out. We're like, what?
Yeah, I'm big on research. Like I said, it was even like sales. I studied the product first before I fully invest into it. So I was doing a lot of research, and I was watching like daily, like as if I lived here, the Vegas news. And during the winter time, your winters are colder than Houston's.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Your winters are colder than Houston's.
Yeah.
Out here?
Yeah, you guys have, because I remember like just looking during like the winter time, like, the temperature's this, and it'll be like at least 10 degrees hotter in Houston.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I think over here you guys average like, well, during this last winter it was like 40s and 50s. Yeah. And Houston, we usually is in the 60s.
Wow.
Oh, okay. It is colder here.
Yeah.
Why did I think it snowed in Texas?
I thought it did too.
Am
No, so we did have a bad storm 2 years ago, and like power grids went down. People like passed away because they were just like, because the electricity was out and everything. But it wasn't a bad snowstorm. It's just Texas doesn't know how to handle it. Don't quote me for this, but I believe Texas power grid is something separate that's not connected to the rest of the U.S. It's some weird, I don't know, and because Texas has the ability to be its own country, and it's like stuff back then because Texas was trying to do all that extraness, but that's a history lesson for a different time. But not his own country. Yeah, his own country.
His own country, right? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Separate from the United States very much.
But so they just weren't prepared for it because like the winter storm that we went through is something that we go through Wisconsin all the time.
Yeah.
So it was very rare, is what you're saying. That thing like hardly happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it never snows. Never snows there really at all.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Because I thought the same thing too. I thought it snowed too, and the reason is 100% because of that storm. Because it's funny, like when you watch the news too from like different states, they're gonna show the like worst of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you saw it, it just looked like all of a sudden everything turned to like Antarctica. Like everything looked frozen.
Yeah.
Like they only showed
it looked like the
snow.
tundra or something.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It looked like the tundra or
it's
something
like a different
that.
country.
So for us, we were like, oh man, I guess it snows every winter. But I guess not. It's just So that's crazy.
Okay, moving on.
We got another one?
This one might be hard because I feel like it's hard to think of these things on the spot. So it's fine if you can't. But name one of your big pet peeves. So I feel like it's hard. You know what I mean? Like pet peeves usually happen in the moment, but if you can think of any, what's a pet peeve?
Pet peeve.
That might be a tough one, huh?
Yeah, it is tough.
Take your time, no rush.
Well, I'll just say, now this is not. I feel like this is not even a pet. Everybody, no one likes this, but it's people being rude,
Okay.
But it's not a pet peeve.
That can be a pet peeve.
That can be a pet peeve.
Well,
Is there a particular-
how so? Yes, how so in the rude? be specific because that could be more convenient.
Well, let's say for example, there's a time where I was at a main event. And then I was playing ping pong with my pops, and then I hit the ping pong and I accidentally hit a lady, right?
Gotcha.
So then I grabbed her, I'm like, oh, I apologize, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And then she just gave me a crazy look. And I'm like, well, I'm being nice. I understand I'm the one who hit you, but first of all, you're sitting behind a ping pong den. And it wasn't like we're playing ping pong in an unforbidden area. It was a ping pong room. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm going to piggyback off of you. That is a huge pet. I have a lot of pet peeves, and that is one when you talk to somebody and they don't respond back to you. Like that happens a lot for random reasons. You'll say something, and it definitely indicates a response. Like obviously, etiquette would be. You say, I'm so sorry. She says, oh, no worries. Or like, I know you didn't mean to, whatever it is. But when they don't respond back, I just feel like,
it's rude.
I never don't respond back. I've never given somebody that type of a cold shoulder. So anyways, okay. It's not about me, but I just had to
I feel you on that, though. I do feel you on that because it is, you're, like you said, the lady wasn't even, she was in the area behind you, kind of. So it was kind of her fault too in a way.
It was an accident.
And it's an accident, so you should be able to understand that, Yeah. So I get that. I definitely think that's a pet peeve,
That's a good one.
Pet peeves. I know I have a lot of them.
We all do.
For sure.
I don't want to say anything that gets me canceled. Right?
That's all good.
I'm a K&J fan.
I want to know.
No, be cautious. But
we're gonna give you that one right now.
That's cool. That's cool. Kristen, do you have one more question to ask? Because I want to ask him a question too.
I'm gonna ask you off camera what it is, though. Okay. Do you have a question, babe? Or
well, I want you to go first because I want to wrap it up with one last question.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I don't think so.
Rapper? Maybe? Freestyling? By the way, this dude can freestyle. Just so you know.
No. I
gotta say, he can freestyle.
No, the thing is, I honestly forgot all about that. Dude.
You can freestyle and it's good because I can only freestyle about a sentence. You actually can freestyle multiple lyrics.
Dalvin, I promise you, when you were doing the freestyle, I was impressed.
Right? It made sense. Good. It was good lyrics. It was rhyming.
So K&J fam, this was a lit moment. I literally forgot all about that. Like I forgot it happened, and I didn't even know it existed until you just mentioned it. And now I'm just having a flashback. I remember I was sitting.
It was solid though. It was solid. You know what I mean?
I promise you did good.
Me and Jamil was having a whole studio session.
We were listening to some music, kind of vibing out, doing some singing, rapping, and stuff like that. You were doing a video with your mom, and I remember on that video, I think you were singing, but you were freestyle singing, and it was good. So I kind of had a feeling that you could actually freestyle and stuff. So
me and my brother, we both did. That was off the dome. We're trying to imitate. One thing I'm a fan of. I say a hobby of mine is I love collecting '90s sitcoms, black '90s sitcoms.
Okay.
And Jamie Foxx, one, he did a jingle off with one of the girls there. I forgot her name. But so they did, and they were just like, oh, here's the product, white rice, and they were selling it like once again it's sales, but they're singing, selling, you know what I mean? So that was the whole thing behind it. That was all freestyling.
So now that you remember the moment where you were freestyling on the top, do you think you were doing a good job?
I don't even remember what I was saying though. I just remember it was acting.
I can't remember either, but I promise you it was good. I promise you it was really good. But outside of that, I know I kind of interrupted you. Did you have any other hidden talents or anything?
No, well, I just recently discovered I'm really good at Connect 4.
Yes. Very good.
But when it comes to talent, because I always thought that, because also too, I was thinking too, at first I was thinking, do I even have any hobbies for real? But like there's things like I collect and like things I'm into heavy, but I want to say hobbies for real. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I have it where I get dedicated to something real heavy and then I can move on to the next thing. You know what I mean?
Got you. Well, I feel like you do a really good job of like once you're interested in something, really focusing on
that.
And you learn everything about it, and then you can be like a teacher.
Exactly. Which is dope, So, okay, my last question I wanted to ask you. Honest question. Do you prefer Houston or Vegas? I know it's early. See, we're trying to sell Vegas to everyone because we love it out here. So, honest question: I know you only been out here for a month and a half, but see the potential of Vegas, Houston, Vegas.
I do. It's hard for me to say. My heart's torn. I love them both. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
It really just depends on what kind of person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Because Houston definitely is what I love about Houston is very suburban.
Yeah. I got you.
Well, that's if you're living in the suburb size of Houston, but they have a lot of suburb home fillings. You know what I mean? That's why lots of greenery and stuff of that sort.
Yeah.
But one thing about Vegas, though, you can get family vibes here too. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think this is just a turn-up city.
Yeah.
People are so obsessed with the Strip. I think that's where the negative comes in. People's minds are so focused on the Strip, they're not thinking about the bigger picture.
Right.
That's right.
And Vegas, that's what made me love Vegas. Like, I was riding around looking at the outer parts of Vegas, and I love the outer parts of Vegas. I think for this time of my life, I believe Vegas is a winner right now.
Yeah.
Because of the fact of there's literally endless amounts of entertainment. There's no reason for you to be bored. And I believe this is a great place, especially if you, like, let's say, if you feel like you're bored in life, come to Vegas because there's legit so much to do. And it's more than just gambling, the clubs, and partying. There's literally, I can give you a list and go on and on.
Yeah,
that's true.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yay.
And that's also, I know I'm kind of joking with the question and stuff like that because, wherever you want to, wherever you're feeling, I guess in a moment is probably going to be your favorite thing. Maybe, who knows, maybe a week from now, Houston is going to be your favorite. Who knows? But I guess why I'm saying this is we actually, and maybe Kristen, you would probably agree, we actually like Vegas a little bit better than California. As far as obviously our friends and family are there, and obviously it'll never replace that. However, as far as things to do and where we're at in our life, Vegas is kind of just like a better spot for that.
This has a beat for sure.
I think so, which is crazy. I mean, trust me, we love California. Everyone from the Bay.
Bay Area.
We do love California.
You guys. And Bay Area is more beautiful, I do have to say.
It is, that's of course. But we just, as far as what Kristen and I want, we actually enjoy this a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is pretty big.
Oh, let this city get if this Vegas gets a lot more greenery somehow, and then education shoots to the roof, and medical, the hospital, whatever, medical shoots to the roof, this will be a number one city.
And ZaddyChunkChunk becoming mayor.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Then it'll just be out of this world.
I think those three things will just make this this city too crazy because one thing I love too is it's cheap flights to go anywhere because Vegas is just a hub.
That's true.
Another thing is you're always if you want people to visit you, no one's gonna have a problem coming to see you in Vegas.
Everyone wants to visit.
And then for the people who miss the water, only 4 hours, 3.5 hours from LA. And then plus you got Lake LV. But if you really need that beach, 3.5 hours from LA, 4 hours from Phoenix. And
I mean, literally everything is close by. All the really popular, I feel like.
And then only a 45-minute flight for any of those places, and those flights be like $60, $70 round trip.
That's a good point.
There you go. Move to Vegas, everyone.
I think so. It's a nice place. I feel like it's good. Like you said, it's going to keep growing over the years.
100%.
The more sports teams come here, the bigger it's going to get, and things like that.
And LeBron was talking about. He said it out of his mouth. That he said, "I want a team in Las Vegas." He said, "I would like that." Those words came out of his mouth.
Yes.
So I love for LeBron to get a team in LV.
That would be
and
crazy.
Then, plus, the sports are doing phenomenal. Golden Knights just won the cup. The Las Vegas Aces won the championship last year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So right now, sports is looking beautiful. Then plus we just acquired the Raiders, and now the Super Bowl is happening this year in Las Vegas.
Yes, it is.
Plus, F1 is coming to Las Vegas in November.
Crazy,
And F1 is huge. I'm not into it. I don't watch it, but I started after learning about it, I started doing some research. And I'm like, oh wow, F1 is like how soccer is low key, for people who don't watch it, but soccer is crazy big. So F1 is crazy
gonna
huge.
Be packed.
So this city has so much to offer. There's so much going on right now. Right now is a good time. This is a hot city, and if you guys want to get here, I wanted to get here before it blew up and then just got outpriced to get here and everything. So I'm glad I got here now. I feel like I'm still a little bit late, but I'm still before everything really starts to gotta glow, because this city's about to glow up.
Yeah, you still made it a good time. Prices have been going up, they've been saying over the last couple of years and stuff like that, but you still came in at a good time.
Totally agree.
So before we wrap this up, one last question. I want you to look right in the camera and say, who are your 2 best friends ever?
Kristen and Jamil!
Damn straight, man.
I know.
I was forced to say that. I'm glad you guys. No, I definitely. I'm at their house. It's almost like I live here. I'm here at least about 3. Well, let's talk about how they left me.
I know. We've been hanging out, you guys, a lot, which has been dope. There's a few times we kind of
not a few times. They made it seem like, oh yeah, we're free. Let's kick it. Let's hang out. These are the most busiest people on planet Earth. I never had friends so busy.
That's funny.
Which is crazy because I do gotta say, I think you've really made us realize how busy we actually are.
Yeah.
Like I used to think
You're very validating.
Yeah, because
okay,
you said it. You're like, no, you guys are actually busy.
Like,
and I'm like,
so.
we are busy. I know we stay busy, but then I kind of like, it's not like that busy.
Yeah, because I feel like when we think of I don't know, I feel like other people are busier, which I'm sure they are. But anyways.
But the reason is because we always, whenever there's a down moment, we always try to find something to do.
Try to fill our time.
Like fill our time with stuff. That's why I feel like we're not like really busy.
Yeah.
So
it's like
one
fake
thing
busy.
about me, and that's probably what it is too, is I'm a little bit of a kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't like making plans. Like I'm like hit me up, and I know a lot of people can't live like that, but you can hit me up day of and then we just play it by ear, see how things are going.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
He cannot make a plan.
I'm not a scheduled guy.
I'll be like, what are you doing tomorrow? He's like, I don't know.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Call me back.
Let's see where life takes me.
That's right.
And I like to live like, the only thing I plan is my videos.
Yeah.
The only thing I really make plans for is work.
That's crazy.
That's important.
Yeah. But that's good. I mean, that's, in a way, that's kind of the most important thing you want to do. You want to schedule workout and stuff like that. So, anyways, did you enjoy the meal?
Oh yeah, 100%. Loco Moco is a new favorite. Like I said, you guys put me onto this, and it became a staple for me now. And I'm always going to know Loco Moco when it comes to Hawaiian food. But see, now when it comes to foreign foods, there's always I only get one dish from every foreign food. So I feel like for Hawaiian, this is my like with Chinese, I'm getting house fried rice, some egg rolls. I really don't experiment a lot.
Yeah, I feel it.
The crazy part is doing mukbangs, my palate is lightweight, basic. You know what I mean?
It's all good though. Yeah.
Like my favorite food is gonna be seafood, steaks, fried chicken.
That's true.
Totally.
Yeah. And,
well, you know what you want essentially. I mean, there's we've met people too that are very simple as far as they like potatoes, meat and potatoes, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like not veggies, nothing else, just those two things, So I mean, it depends. Everyone kind of has their thing, you know what I mean?
So will you be willing to be on our channel again?
100%. I'm over here all the time. If I'm invited. Or if they don't leave me.
I know. We left you a couple times. But
We'll
it's all
have to
good.
bring Dalvin on vacation with us.
I know. Yeah. You gotta roll with us. Actually, to California, you gotta come up that way.
I've never been to California. Never stepped grounds in California. Nowhere.
We want you to come to the Bay Area. You'll love the Bay.
Yeah. You definitely gotta come.
Because I feel like when people think California is like LA and stuff of that sort, but I just never been nowhere at all,
Yeah.
You'll love the Bay, so.
The Bay.
Exactly.
Okay, well, this was fun. Thank you again, Dalvin, for being on our channel.
For sure. I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate you coming on.
Okay, you guys, we love you so much, and we will see you tomorrow for another video.
Can they find me?
Oh my God! Yes!
Of course.
Oh my God!
You guys, please follow him. Follow him.
I'm fired.
Kristen's actually fired.
I'm fired. ZaddyChunkChunk, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. All is ZaddyChunkChunk. That is ZaddyChunkChunk.
And you guys, we will put his link for his YouTube channel in our description below.
Exactly.
Also in the comment section on our Facebook page. But yes, please go subscribe to him, follow him.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
entertaining. You have wonderful videos, and I know our KJ fam are gonna love you.
Exactly. He's actually one of the reasons why we got into this. That's a video for another time, but he definitely is one of the reasons.
And I have a collab with them on my channel, so you guys should come over and check that out.
There you go.
So I'll have the KJ fam, and then say KJ fam sent me so I can heart your comment.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. All right, you guys. Until next time.
We'll see you tomorrow for another video.
Peace out, Charles.